outsider art. That's exactly what I would call it. And it's yeah, just like self-made and just doing it and not letting like anybody tell you what is and what isn't. And yeah, Heavy Metal Magazine. When I was in high school, I had a stack of Playboys, and like I would like get my cousin, my uncle, and stuff to buy them for me, so that but I would just have them for the articles and references. But now I have heavy metals. I have a lot of respect for the masters, and I was just learning a bit about Renaissance paintings too. Like their formulas of like composition and like light. Dali, and he uses a lot of symbolism, obviously. So I have that in a lot of my paintings too. And like draw from the occult too, and like tarot cards. It's a broad thing, American traditional tattooing. But yeah, it's really simple. And I think it makes it really accessible, and it makes it easy for an artist to learn how to do it and to do it a lot so that they can make money. And then people can have art for not a lot of money. And that's kind of something I am trying to do here too. And I think that like not just doing the same thing as everyone else. It's like I'm catering to like my age group, and that was like over Christmas when I sold all my paintings. That's who was in here, was like teenagers, and that made me like really happy that they got to go home with art. I was doing prints for a little while, and nobody like, I don't know, what are you supposed to do with them? Like put them on the fridge? But with a sticker, it's like easy to be like, I know exactly what this is and I know exactly what I can do with it, and it's $5. Then everybody gets a piece of art. Yeah, like Andy Warhol and his like pop art, and I think it kind of is similar to American traditional tattooing, where it's just like easily consumable, everybody can relate to it, everyone's had Campbell's soup. It's easy to just get it and enjoy it. Oh yeah, the wood panels, instead of using a stretched canvas, they're nice because they're just like hard, so you can do really fine detail, because they don't move. Pretty much everything I do, I like. So I guess it's just like my people like the same things that I like. I guess it's kind of trendy, but I think that maybe like trends can like connect us too. Yeah, making art accessible, but also making like being an artist accessible. So having this space, being visible, and like my friends who are artists and are my age, like when I see them doing things, it makes me want to try harder. It's different, but I do try to follow like rules. So it's like draws you in. It's not too hard for you to look at. The colors are like nice. That's something I worked on when I was in Wells, is like figuring out how to make colors look good together. So it was a self-guided residency. So I went and I lived in artist housing, and I had a private studio, and I just basically did what I wanted to do the whole time. I just didn't want to be here anymore, and I knew that that was an option, and so I went and did that. Art school wasn't an option for me, so yeah, I kind of like being like my own thing. I have lots of mentors too. I kind of like to think of it as like math, so eventually things just like click in your head. I play the ukulele and I play the guitar and I sing, and very soon we'll have a nice bass guitar. Yeah, so it's not a festival. It's like, I call it a curated open mic. Somebody called it a variety show, but it's at the Den coffee shop, and I get basically just like my friends to come in and play music. Once I started doing it, I was like, wow, I know a lot of musicians. Even just like, well, like little guys like myself. So yeah, I organize it and I play, and then we just have a good time. I've kind of made it a priority to spend the extra bit of money on higher quality mediums, so that I have like a finished product that I feel good about selling. So it's a much slower process, I think, for me to produce, because I really take the time to like study before I lay down things. Yeah, it's interesting, like moving from illustrations to painting. You have to like prep your canvas, or you don't have to, but it's almost like chemistry, like figuring out what's going on. It kind of changed it from just being like sitting there to like actually feeling like a craft. I think that's kind of where I like to plan things a lot too, is so that I don't overwork it. I think that's why it's a tough question to be like, what kind of artist are you? Because I think we all just like want to make stuff and get weird in the studio.